fans. So I'm away. So you're home. What uniform combo did you go with? I can't see it when you pick yours.
The eggshell.
So you're going white?
Yeah, it's all white with a black helmet.
Okay. Since you're going white, then I'm gonna wear my home jerseys combination so that I'm not wearing white.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me do here. I'll do a special one. We don't even wear this combo. I just put this combo together and I like it.
Right.
But why won't it? Okay, whatever.
Oh man, yesterday was torture.
Yeah, I saw you go live a couple times, man. Is everything all right?
Yeah, we got taken care of now. We had to get rid of a couple frauds and issues, but yeah, we got rid of it. We should be good now. Then we got that massive, like 7 or almost 8 gigabyte update today, plus some characters. So I think, and they fixed a lot of stuff that I had been hoping that they'd been fixed. So might be okay now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was messing around in the island mode before you reached out to me on Discord. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that done.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you because I know you had a lot going on, but I didn't want to wait too late and you already be involved in something.
Oh yeah, because in an hour and a half I gotta leave to do karaoke tonight, so I won't be home until like 1, 2 in the morning, so yeah.
But yeah, see, like these yellow tops maize pants, or I'm sorry, blue pants, like we don't even do that shit in real life. Like it's either the normal, which is blue jerseys and maize pants, or we do the all blue, or we do the white jersey with either white, blue, or maize pants. But like I don't think they've ever worn this combo here.
Yeah.
But I like it. So.
Oh, it looks good. It's not something I'm used to either. I'm like, what the heck?
I love our helmets. Our helmets are so iconic with the wing thing on the front.
Oh yeah.
But I really do like Oregon's unis and stuff. Like I think they're really good.
I love that eggshell. Like it just, I don't know, something about it just looks cool.
Right. It's the speckled pattern in it.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
I don't think I've played you at this when you're at home on this one. I think I've played you at home on the Washington team.
Yeah, on the Washington one, I think. Yeah. This, I think, is definitely a first.
But I mean, you're improving pretty good, dude. I've watched some of your games and stuff, and like you are getting better, like little by little, which is, I mean, about what I did. It took me a long time to get better at the game. So like,
right,
you're a good gamer. Like it might take you a little bit to learn something, but like once you learn it, like you pick it up a lot easier than I've seen a lot of people do.
Right. Switch. Get him. Come on, guys.
And part of that, I think, is that like a lot of people get so upset when they lose, and they get so clouded in like what they're seeing that they don't use it to get better. Where I feel like you do.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally
shit, my controller. I need to. After this drive, I need a moment to switch out my controller.
Well, that's exactly why.
Right, go ahead.
Well, I'll finish this drive. It just gave me the message that it's running low.
Yeah, mine's probably getting there eventually. I can always plug it in to my phone charger, but which is nice that my phone and my controller use the same charger.
Right. I'll switch it real quick. Yeah, I sit here. I've got two that I just keep one on the charger at all times.
Yeah, that's what I do. I keep one charged, and then I play one, and then when that one dies, I switch them out.
These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to.
I hardly ever, and I mean hardly ever, have more than just myself playing on a game. So.
Right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity.
So I know you said before you weren't 100% sure, but I do hope you get the next game and continue playing with us, man. Because believe it or not, the fact that like you're brand new to the football games and you're in the league and you're consistent in the league has been something that other people that are like brand new to the football game, like they look at it and say, okay, well maybe I can be comfortable joining a league too, because if he's new and he's sticking with it and he's not getting overwhelmed and whatnot, like I can do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah,
So,
like with me, it's like, yeah, you know, I missed a few days here and there where I know you guys like simulate it and just let it go, and I'm like, okay, no big deal, so I lost, whatever.
Well, and that's kind of the idea of me wanting to run casual leagues. Like a lot of leagues, like if you miss a couple games, they like want to kick you out and bitch at you and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like with my leagues,
that's
it's like, listen.
With the old wrestling leagues before I started doing the EFED stuff, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this, guys.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we're all adults. We have shit that happens. If we can, and like it's kind of like an honor system. It's like, hey, if I have the ability to try to make it work and play the games, I'm going to. And on the flip side, if I can't do it, like don't punish me for it.
Right.
You know, and that, I mean, I just try to be, you know, fair like that with everybody. And but yeah, like I you know, the next game comes out in July.
Yeah, I should be able to get it.
And if you pre-order it, you get some extra stuff, but you probably don't need the pre-order stuff because I doubt you play like Ultimate Team very much.
No. This is literally the only thing I do is the league stuff on here, and every once in a while I'll play a game just to play it. But
right, and so the league isn't going to start immediately when the next game comes out. So my plan with it is to, because there's always a big roster update right before the real life season kicks off. So my plan is to, so you know, I've got 5 leagues going right now, right? And the day it comes out is July 7th, right? So on July 7th, whatever we are in the seasons of each league, that will be the final season. I don't care if we're in week 1 or if we're in week 13. On July 7th, whatever season we are in each league will be the final season of that league. And that way we can finish out that season. While we're doing that, oh shit. Okay, I gotta challenge that because that I don't think that was a fumble. I think he was down.
Yeah, that was weird.
But I'm gonna use that time between when the game comes out and when the first big roster update comes, which will be around. Yeah, see, they overturned it because he was already down before he fumbled. So you figure the season starts like the last week of August, first week of September.
Yeah.
So there's going to be like a 5 or 6 week buffer period between when the game comes out and when the big roster patch hits. Right? So I'm going to use that 5-week period to finish out the final season of each league and use that time to acquaint myself with the new game and figure out like what needs to be done differently, if there's any rules that I need to change that, you know, worked in this year's game but don't work in the next year's game. Just like see what's different and adapt the leagues to it. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I bring this up is that, you know, if you can get it on July 7th, so that you can, you know, start playing it and get familiar with it, great.
Right.
But if you have to wait until the beginning of August, like when you get your check for August, like I don't know your money situation, but if you were to like put away,
that's usually what it is. So I usually get, so if it comes out in July, if I have the money at the end of June, I can pre-order it. Otherwise, I have to wait till the end of July to play it in August.
Right, and then you could even start doing something now where like you put, you know, $30 away, and then put $30 away next month, and then $30 away in July, and then you can get it in August or whatever. I don't know how much it is. I don't think it's $90. But my point is
I think it's like 70. It's usually like $69.99, something like that.
Yeah, and I think if you pre-order, you actually get a little bit off of it too.
Something like that.
But what I'm thinking is that, you know, if you do want to get it, and I'm not trying to push you to get it if you don't want to, but if you did want to get it, you could, you know, figure out, okay, it's coming out. I just need it by August, so you know, I could divide it up, you know, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and now I got it, and it doesn't impact your money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, it's up to you. I hope you come back. Because I think I'm definitely going to be trying to recruit some more people for the leagues as the new game comes out. And having you and a couple of the other guys that have joined that are like really new to the game makes there be a level of comfort for newer players that are like, oh, so I'm not going to be the only one that's just learning.
Right.
So.
I get you.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front.
Plus, I like having like actual real life friends of mine in the
right. No, I get you.
I think it was really cool that you and Sarge both like jumped into it as like a secondary thing.
Yeah. No, and sometimes I don't mind doing it because it gets my mind off the wrestling for a little bit.
Yeah, it just gives you a break from it. It's like it lets you take a little bit of a break. So
BS, it's nice to be able to take a break.
And then just to break it up so that like playing this a little bit, and then suddenly you're like, you know what, I haven't played wrestling in a minute. Let me jump back over to it.
Right.
Instead of feeling like, okay, let me log on to wrestling again for the 17th day in a row.
Right. I was like today, I only jumped on because the new DLC and stuff, and I wanted to see if the updates actually worked. And so far, it looks like they have it. I haven't tried to get in Creation Suite where they finally got it to hopefully stop crashing on me.
Right.
I'm like, I can't create stuff if every time I create something and go to save it, it crashes. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
So how is the open world thing? Is it working?
It's working. I was playing it before you got a hold of me. Sometimes the internet will mess up, and it's just because of whatever server that you might happen to get into.
Right.
There might be a lot of people on it, and so it'll bog it down, and your character will kind of walk around kind of slow. But if you're playing not against online people, like you can actually do this quest in the game and not have to play against online people, and it works perfectly fine. When you start playing against online people, that's where it can kind of get a little laggy at times.
Right. Well, because you're adding in a third connection point.
Yeah, basically.
It's not just you and the server; it's you, the server, and their system and their
internet. Right. And because it is cross-platform, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, it's like, that makes it even worse. But, it's been okay. I haven't really done a whole lot in Island. That's why I was playing a little bit today, because I knew they had the new update with Chapter 2 and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm barely scratching the surface in Chapter 1 of what I'm supposed to do in the Island. So, I've spent a lot of VC and unlocked hairs for creation parts and masks and stuff like that I want. Now, granted, when I use that stuff and upload it to Community Creations, unless other people have that stuff unlocked, they're not going to be able to download, but oh well.
Right.
I'm at the point now where it's like anything that I put up after I make a certain amount of cause that I always do, it's all going to be new stuff. And whether it has Island, My Rise, or Showcase, I don't care. I'm putting it up because I think it looks cool and I want to create new stuff.
Yeah,
and buy the game just to cater to certain people.
Absolutely. And I mean, people can always like hit you up and be like, hey, I really want to use this character, but I can't download it. When you get a chance, would you mind going in and putting up a version of it without the that stuff on it? And if they approach you about it and they're polite and they're patient with it, I wouldn't have a problem doing that.
Right.
But you shouldn't limit yourself because they might have a problem.
Right. That's like with Matt Parker. Like, I was struggling to get Caleb Shaw because he did some stuff in Showcase, and finally I said, you know what? It only takes about an hour to get to where I need to in Showcase to unlock that stuff. And it's just a theme song and a knee pad. Like, I've already played Showcase through once on this profile. I played it on the other one, got to where I needed it, got his character, and that was that. Now, if it was like the My Rise story, hell no. I'm not playing that. I played it 6 times through, and there's still only one thing on this profile that I did not unlock, and it was an arena that I'm never going to use.
Right.
I got thinking, dude, I'm not doing that on another profile.
And you don't necessarily have to unlock that for anybody. Like, there's, it's like...
Right.
I get the attire things, but like...
Yeah, that's where it kind of
sucks. If it's an arena,
if
if you're not going to use it, what's the point?
Yeah, if it's an arena, I don't really care. It's the Japanese Dome Arena. It's literally the only thing unlocked in My Red that I don't have. And I was just like, all right, I played through it 6 times to get all the other side quests and characters unlocked and whatever. It's just an arena. I don't care. Because I can't use it in Creation Suite. I can't use it in universe necessarily anyway. It's only a play mode thing, so like, why would I need it?
So, just out of curiosity, your opinion, how does this year's story compare to the Locke story?
To be honest, I love this story. I love the fact that they have, and I'm going to give some spoilers here in just a minute.
I don't care about spoilers. But for my stream, if anyone plays WWE 2K, spoiler alert incoming, mute it for a few moments if you don't want spoilers.
Right, but basically, if you haven't played it, you create a male and a female character, and they can either be best friends, lovers, or train together, or whatever. But at some point, you enter WWE, and you get drafted. And then you have your first match on draft night, and you get attacked by a masked assailant. If you play as the male, it's Tony D'Angelo from NXT. If you play as a female, it's Roxanne Perez. Well, then lo and behold, this group called Mutiny, which is like former and present NXT superstars and alumni, come in and they try to take over the company and beat you up and try to take over WWE. Well,
so
CM
it's
Punk
basically the original NXT.
It's basically like Nexus coming in to take over. Yeah. And what's funny about it is later on in the story, even though you team up with Punk and you tried blaming it all on Triple H, that is his fault.
Oh shit, what did I do? I hit the wrong button. What the fuck?
Yeah, you did. That he's in charge of Mutiny and everything. Well, then later on you find out that it's actually CM Punk that's in charge of it, and he turns his back on you and screws you over. And then no matter if you're male or female, eventually you have the choice to, towards the end of the game, to join Mutiny or rise against them, and then fight back and just defeat Punk and everything. You get to play with legends. You get to... They have a really cool time travel thing if you play it through the second time. Because if you play it through once, that's one playthrough. You have to play through it twice and do some alternate stuff. And you get to talk to R-Truth, and he thinks he's a time traveler with a time machine. And you go back and you go back as Cody Rhodes, and you have to play as Stardust and Dashing Cody Rhodes, and oh my god! And then there's one storyline.
So they basically did the Bray Wyatt John Cena thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then if you play as the female, there's an option to where like you join Alba Fire and Isla Dawn and part of their group, and you become like a witch, and you have magical powers, and you can fly, and oh my god, dude, it's hilarious.
That's
like
awesome.
There's some really good storylines in it. You play as Becky Lynch, and you go back to her debut at NXT, and you have to dress as Becky Lynch in that green outfit with that annoying Irish dancing song and gimmick that she had, and then you get to unlock that, which is kind of funny. Yeah, there's some really good stuff in it. Like, I really enjoy it. Oh, and then if you play as Cody Rhodes in one part of it, you unlock an entrance. Remember the Throne Breaker entrance that he had in AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually get to unlock that.
Well, that's cool.
And you can use that as your entrance. Or you play in the archives, and you can then, if you do a certain thing, you unlock Stone Cold's monster truck, so you get to drive the monster truck out during your entrance, which is hilarious.
Nice.
So, like, there's definitely some good playabilities to it. It's definitely worth playing more than once to get everything and all the side quests and stories. Also, to unlock a lot of the My Rise characters, you have to play a lot of matches in My Rise, which they call live mode. You don't play against anybody live, you just play against the computer, and you have to earn stars. So every five-star match you put on, depending on how many stars you get, they add up. And once you get to like 200 or something, then there's like a goal. Each rank you get, you unlock certain characters like Cole Quinn, or, like old characters from previous My Rise stories.
Yeah, I always thought that was cool how they would reuse characters from older games.
Oh, dude, in this one, it's funny. They actually have a thing where they break kayfabe, and it's funny. You play as the new characters in 2K25, but they also show you the characters, their versions of the voiceover characters from 22, 23, 24, and they don't talk about 2K20 or 21. 21, yeah, they don't talk about 21. They're like, so wait a minute, what about the characters from 21? They're like, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Like, it's funny that they poke fun at themselves, like, in the game. but you actually get to play against Trey and Red. You play against Buzz and all these other characters, and team up with them to take on Mutiny. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of cool stuff with it. And then showcase mode, I love playing the Bloodline story. I actually had a lot of fun with that. Learned a lot of history too with the Bloodline. So
I'm so confused right now. Are they trying to pass Jeff Cobb off as a Samoan?
Yeah, because apparently he's going to be joining the Bloodline.
But he's Mexican.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know what they're going to do. But apparently he's joined forces with
I assumed when I saw it, because I was like, there's no way they're trying to pass him off as a Samoan. And like, I assumed that they were bringing him in
sort of like Samoan heritage that we don't know about. I don't know,
well,
but yeah.
I don't think it's a heritage. I'm wondering if they're going to do like a Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn thing with him and Jacob Fatu, because they've had like a decade-long feud on the Indies,
right, between
the two of them.
Right. I mean, that could be too. That would be interesting. Bring him in like they did Sammy Honorary Uso.
Yeah, someone brought him in as Muscle because they were familiar with him, but like at some point something's got to break down between him and Jacob Fatu.
Right. Well, and that's like the rumor mill is going around that Zilla Fatu did sign a contract, and that when Roman comes back, Zilla will be coming in at some point.
Right.
Which, okay, that's cool, but I'm like, yeah, the Jeff Cobb thing really threw me for a loop, because I'm like, I don't even know, like, what he has to do with that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool because I like Jeff Cobb.
Right. But I would have loved for him to bring the Matanza.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Matanza was his best work ever. Like, that character was so good, but he can't use it because AAA, well, he can, but AAA owns it.
Yeah. Well, and WWE owns AAA now.
Oh, they do? Then they should have brought that back.
Yeah, because they're doing Worlds Collide next month. Yeah. So during WrestleMania, they announced that WWE now owns the rights to all AAA stuff.
Was it AAA or was it CMLL? Which one owned Lucha Underground?
Gee, I don't know. I thought it was AAA, but it might be the other one.
I thought so too, but now I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, I feel like if they own the AAA, if AAA is the one that owns Lucha Underground, they should have brought in Matanza, dude. He was such a good character.
Right. I mean, there's rumor mill that after they bought AAA, that there's talk about bringing something like Lucha Underground back, and that Rey Mysterio would be the general manager of it.
Dude, Lucha Underground was so much fun. I thought
because they're pushing Stephanie Vaquera like hard right now, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god, dude!" If they bring her, I mean, she's been a part of AAA, whatever, and they're pushing her real.
Yeah, but I don't remember her on Lucha Underground. Was she?
I don't think she was. I know that she was obviously a big star in Mexico. She's a big star in AAA and New Japan, apparently.
Yeah, I only knew of her from New Japan. I honestly didn't know much of her stuff from Mexico.
Right, and that's like WWE is pushing slowly to buy Stardom or New Japan because they want the stars. I mean, they've got Asuka, they got Io, they've got Stephanie, they've got Julia now. It's like, at this point, yeah. Right now, everybody's like, oh, they're jobbing Julia. I'm like, how are they jobbing Julia? She just had her first match was in a main event on Raw, teaming with Roxanne against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in the main event of Raw this week. How is she getting, buried? Yeah, she lost, but it's part of the storyline.
Dude, I remember back in 2021 telling people that Roxanne was going to be really, really good, and like people told me I was stupid, that she was never going to be anything more than a mid-carder.
No, Roxanne is great. There's a reason why they call her the Prodigy. Like, yeah, she's small, but dude, she pulls off her gimmick really well.
Yeah, she's really good at it.
The one that flopped for me, and I'm still kind of sad about it, was Cora Jade. Like, she had all the potential, but the damn knee injuries cost her.
Yeah.
And then now her complaining, apparently in interviews now, that.
Well, it makes me wonder if the reason she was let go was more of her attitude and what kind of stuff was happening backstage.
Well, yeah, that too. Well, that, and she had dated Braun Breaker. She had dated this other guy that they had released before that. And it's like, all right, so apparently you have a reputation in NXT with different guys. So kind of what's up with that?
I mean, that's the thing.
You know, and then she goes away after a knee injury, gets fake boobs, comes back, and then they started pushing her like Mandy Rose, and then she got injured again. I was surprised that they flopped Gigi Dolan, though, because she had a really cool tag team thing going on in NXT and in TNA with Tatum Paxley, and now Tatum was by herself because they didn't renew Shotzi's contract, and Gigi they released.
From what I understand, Shotzi was the one that didn't want to renew her contract.
She didn't want to re-sign because she goes, I'm tired of having 2 or 3 minute matches on like Speed and Main Event and stuff. Like, put me in a match.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of don't blame her, and that's why Shinsuke didn't re-sign either. He went back. He's supposedly going back to New Japan.
I don't doubt it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like listen, for whatever reason, I never really bought into Cora Jade. Like she was hot, but like I never really bought into it. And part of it was
her
that
original gimmick was good, where she just came in on the skateboard and she was like this really cool skater chick. But then when she turned into the mean girl, trying to be like a Mandy Rose 2.0, and then she got the boob job, I'm just like, all right, I like the character, but at the same time, like, it's almost like rinse and repeat.
Well, but it was more like her body language and like her I don't know, something about her made me think that she was very like high maintenance and just arrogant, and I just didn't care for her. The
one that surprised me was Dakota Kai, but now,
Dakota Kai surprised me.
Yeah, but apparently now they said the reason why they did that is because she was asking for more money than the company thought she was worth. The company goes, listen, she could have great rivalries with Becky and all these on the main roster, but we never see her actually being the main champion and carrying the division. She'll always be like a mid-card person. And I'm like, well, don't you have mid-card titles now for a reason? Like, she could have been Intercontinental or U.S. champion or tag team champion again. Like, that would have been fine.
The thing with Dakota Kai, like, she's good, but the knee injuries. But I also listen. I'm not saying she's bad by any means, but I also don't think she was as good as she looked. Because if you put anybody with Io and Kyrie, they're gonna make them look better than they are. There's a reason. Like I tell my mom this because my mom watches like every week. There's a reason why every new girl on the roster's first feud is with Io or Kyrie or both. Like, because they're like how they used to use like X-Pac and Bret Hart. Like, new guy, you're wrestling them, and we're gonna find out if you're good.
Right.
You know, like, we're gonna put you in this match because if you're good, you'll be good, and if you're not, they'll carry the match.
Oh, dude, I am not doing good tonight.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised.
I just can't get nothing. Like, I can run it, but dude, like everything else, yeah, dude.
It's all right. I mean, there's guys like that I can't beat Ozil or Houdini in the league. They're just really good.
Yeah.
I do plan with the next.
Most of the guys in the league I've never beaten. I think I've only beaten one since I've been in the league.
Well, but
even
dude,
James Sargent, I couldn't. I was like, I tried.
But look at it this way, dude. Look at how you were a year ago when you first started playing.
Right.
Look at where you are now. Right. Like,
I always tell people, I'm like, even on stream when I would stream, and I'm like, hey, you put me against a computer, I stand a pretty damn good chance. Put me against a real person, yeah, I'm still gonna struggle all through it.
You'll be surprised though, man, because like I've told you before, a year ago this time, I struggled against everybody. Every user I played, I struggled. I could not hang with them hardly at all. I had like one lucky win, and then I didn't have any real wins against users probably until like September, October. Yeah. And even then I was struggling. Like I'd say I'm pretty decent now, but like I almost didn't realize how like that I got better when I got better.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened. A large part of it is also like how much time you put into practicing. Like when I really got into really like
practicing a whole lot, to be honest.
Yeah, and like when I got into like
my only practice is when I play against the computer.
Well, yeah, but I mean I do that too. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like getting on the computer and playing the computer and practicing, and like learning what plays do what and how things are getting open, learning how to read the defenses. It helps a lot. You know, this last year, me not being able to work, and I didn't do much beyond playing this in BG3. Really helped me get better at it. And even then, I'm still not great. But, so my plan with oh shit. That's what I did last time too.
Like that was supposed to be a pass, but I think it was one of those RPOs.
Yeah,
it was. Damn it.
The thing that I did. What was I trying to say? Hold on.
Yeah, you said you hadn't worked in a year.
Yeah, well, it just kind of happened without me really even realizing it was happening. But so what I'm planning on doing with the next game is I'm planning on there's going to be 2 leagues that are what I call competition leagues. Okay. Where I'm not going to police the skill level of the players, and everyone is welcome to join them but I don't want to hear any whining about I can't beat this guy. Like the comp leagues are there for you to play against everyone and get better. Then I'm also going to have the rest of the leagues. There'll be 3 or 4 others at least that will be casual leagues. And like the better players, like there's 4 that I can think of off the top of my head that are just like above everybody else in the league, where really only they challenge each other, that I'm going to ask them to restrict themselves to just the comp leagues. Because I don't want somebody to go. What I don't want is I don't want there to be people in the casual leagues that a majority of the rest of the league feels like they don't have a chance to beat. You know what I'm saying? And that'll hopefully open it up to be, there's the casual, like laid back leagues, and then there's the, okay, this is the league that I'm really testing myself to get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do for as far as picking teams, I'm going to do one casual league that's going to be like this one, the Any Team League, where if you were in this league in this year's game, going into next year, you have dibs on that team. So, for example, if you wanted to join that league, that'll be a casual league, and because you had Oregon, you have first choice. That if you want Oregon, then you get them, and if not, then you'll give them up and someone else can pick. But for anyone that doesn't keep with their original team, or anyone that's new to the league, and what I'm going to do for the rest of the leagues just from jump is there's this thing that I found called 100-yard dash, where I can put, it's like this little it's just a stupid like 2D graphic thing, but it's a football field, and you can have anywhere from 2 to 32 guys lined up on the left side. You can put names on them, and you can set it so that every couple of seconds they move anywhere from 2 to 7 yards, and they're basically racing across the thing, and it records it and shows their finishing place. And so, like, let's say there's 17 of us. Well, I put all 17 people on there. I run it, and then I link the replay of it and the results in the chat. And let's say you got first on the 100-yard dash. I would say, okay, Thriller, you're up. Pick your team. Okay, you picked your team, now so-and-so, you're up. You got second, so you're up, you pick your team. And that way it's fully, like, 100% fair on who gets to pick what team, instead of just who notices it and says it first.
The drive stays alive with a completion for a first down.
Makes sense.
I'll be honest, if in one of the leagues, if someone picks Michigan before me, my second pick would be Oregon, just because I like the stadium, I like the unis.
Yeah. I get you.
But it'll open it up, and then like probably gonna do like a couple G5 leagues, couple Any Team leagues, because like the G5 leagues are cool because like you start at a smaller school and then like you get job offers and you can move, or you can move to bigger school if the job is offered, or you can stay at the little one and continue building that small school up. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of fun.
Right, no, I get you.
Like in G5 League 1, I built 1-star school Liberty up to a 4.5-star school, and then I got the offer for the Michigan job, and I jumped to that team in year 5. In G5 League 1, or excuse me, League 2, I did 1 year at East Carolina, did really well there, and got offered the Florida State job and took that job. And then in the G5 League 3, the 24-hour advanced one, I started at UTEP, was there for 3 years, or 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and then got the job offered at Miami and took that. So I don't know, it's just fun doing it different ways.
I think the one where I started out was Navy. I did okay for a while. Now I'm BYU, and dude, I am not doing so hot with BYU. Like, recruiting, everything is just like, oh my god.
And there's the handoff.
Yeah, BYU's interesting because like they've historically been good, but it feels like recruiting is so weird there because like you're in the middle of Utah.
Yeah.
Like it just feels strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I just figured I'd give it a shot, you know, something different. But I'm like, dude, if I ever get a chance to switch it, I am definitely switching that up.
yeah, like
holy shit.
This Mormonism stuff is weird.
It is, to be honest. And I can say that as somebody who goes to the church once in a while. I don't say I'm a Mormon because I'm not, but, you know, I associate with them and stuff. And that's as far as that goes. But yeah, it's weird.
I don't have a problem with Mormons or Mormonism.
No, I don't.
I do have some weird thoughts on it though, because I used to have a boss at a job years ago who was a Mormon, and like he revealed a lot to me, and like.
Yeah, there's a lot that I know, but there's also a lot that I still don't know that they won't tell me either.
Yeah, so like that's the thing, is like it's some of it is cool, I understand,
and I don't know why. Right,
that's what I was gonna get at. It's like a cult in some ways, that there's like
it really is actually.
Like it's like you have like a level above your head of like your membership level, and like as you level up, you get new perks and stuff. It's so fucking weird, dude. It's like.
Yeah.
He made mention one time of these like secret offshore temples that they have that only like high-ranking members have access to, and stuff that they do there.
That's
and
something that, like me, they have me when I got baptized again for like the umpteenth time. They into their church. They said, well, now we got to do a temple recommend. So you got to talk to this bishop, which is like the pastor, and then he will recommend based on talking to you and what he thinks your beliefs are, whatever, and how strong your faith is, or whatever. Then he'll recommend I go to the temple, which for me would be in Portland. That's the nearest temple. You go in there and you can baptize ancestors and other people's ancestors that are dead, so that way they can be saved, just in case they weren't saved before they died, so they can get to heaven, which is weird. You know, I always thought that's kind of weird, but when I think of it from a spiritual aspect of it, okay, I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I still think it's very odd. Why am I baptizing myself for other people that are dead? Like, if they didn't have the opportunity when they were alive, that's kind of on them. But then I looked at it from the concept that they brought up. They're like, yeah, but what about, like, children until, like, the age of 10 that, like, you know, never went to church and never got the chance, and then medically something happened or they died in an accident. They didn't get the chance to accept Jesus or whatever. I'm like, okay, I kind of see where you're coming from now, but I also still feel like it's really weird, you know?
Yeah, like, it's just, like, secret rituals and stuff. Like, it's just really strange the way it's set up. It feels like a cult in some ways, and, like, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I'm not trying to talk shit.
Honestly, there's a lot of that where I still think it is, and it's like, you know, the first thing I asked, and I bluntly asked the two girls that came to my door one day, I says, what is up with this multiple wives thing? And they go, that is not actually us anymore. That is what they call the FLDS, which is a different form of Mormonism that they no longer associate with. Where the guy who was in charge, thank God he's in jail right now since 2012, but he was having multiple wives from all the way down to the age of like 10, and he would sleep with them and everything, and have multiple kids and everything. Like, it was weird, and that's what they believed in. And they said, yeah, that's what the original LDS church used to believe in back in the 1800s. But then when they outlawed that in the state of Utah and stuff, they took it out of the religion and erased it from the history books and stuff, basically.
Right.
But this group that I was talking about, the FLDS, they still believe in it, and it still exists to them. And I'm just like, that is so weird.
Well, hold on, I'm going to pause it so after this so that I can put some substitutions in. But
I'm getting my butt whooped. That's okay.
Oh, you're fine, bro. I'm not even really.
I'm just trying to get through the game because I got like 20, 25 minutes. So.
But like, so they don't enforce it as like a belief, but they also don't like stop people from doing it.
Which is, well, that's the thing that I asked. I says, what do you guys do about those who practice it? They go, we don't necessarily shun them, but we would appreciate it if they don't. Like the church I go to once in a while, nobody has multiple wives or anything like that. They don't believe in anything like that anymore. Granted, they have multiple kids because they don't believe in freaking birth control, but they don't have the multiple wives anymore because it's illegal. But I'm sure, like, in the state of Utah, obviously they must still have it because some of them do, because obviously why would it be a TV show if they weren't still allowing it? Like, obviously the people on TV would be getting legally in trouble if, their stuff was getting out there. Just, I don't know, it's really weird, and I have to do, like, my own, like, research on this stuff, but a lot of it's weird to me.
Yeah, and, like, it's like to each their own. As long as people are doing it willingly, I don't care. But like,
right.
But like, I don't want to see like where people are pressured into it.
Right, and that's kind of where sometimes I feel like sometimes they do. Like they were here about a couple hours ago before I started playing with you, and I told them, I said exactly what I felt. I said sometimes I go to church and I feel like I'm being judged because the way I dress. I don't dress in a suit and tie like everybody else. I don't even come to church every Sunday like everybody else. I feel like I go to church when I go to church. I pray when I pray. I read my Bible, not the Book of Mormon. I read the Bible. I said, granted, yeah, some of the Book of Mormon has similarities to the Bible, but I'm sorry. There's only one true Bible, and that's what I believe in. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but that's just how I feel. And I says, I feel kind of discouraged when I go to church and you guys don't even mention the Bible. It's always Book of Mormon, Book of Mormon, Book of Mormon, Book of Mormon. And I'm like, but where is the scientific historical evidence? Like, that's the thing that drives me nuts with them, is I'm like, Christianity in the Bible, and you can be traced back. There's scientific and factual evidence, whereas Book of Mormon, there isn't. I'm like, where are those gold plates that Joseph Smith got? Why did Joseph Smith wait till 18-something to, talk to Jesus or angels? It's like, the whole thing about it is just, to me, is weird,
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to have a little debate, which I don't like doing because I like to prove them wrong, and I love it when they sit there and stutter and be like, they can't have the answers. I'm like, well, see, I knew something that you didn't. So, but I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah,
and that's why a lot of times, like I say when I stream, I don't talk religion and politics much because I don't want to offend people. But it's just, I believe a certain way, and I don't judge people on what they believe, but at the same time, I get so confused about how people can believe stuff, and then I get sit back and think, well, wait a minute, how do people think about me? They probably think I'm confused because I believe this way, So it's like, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, to each their own, as long as you're not trying to force on other people or pressure. Like I'm all for learning, like educate me, show me what your beliefs, and maybe.
And that's one reason why I kind of joined the church in a way, is because I wanted to learn. I was like, I always grew up thinking that Mormons were a cult and that they do this and they do this, and the baptized for the dead thing, and it's just some like satanic ritual thing, which is not. But at the same time, just like there's a lot of mystery still shrouded around a lot of things they don't explain until you get deeper into it. And that's where it kind of bugs me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I agree with you 100% on that.
Like, why can't you tell me what you do all in the temple besides you can get married and baptized for the dead? I know there's more to it than that because you guys treat it like back in the Bible, the Old Testament days, you treat it like the Holy of Holies. In a way, I get it. Whoever went into the Holy had to be something with God or Jesus, whatever. But in modern times, it's like, okay, why is this such a secret? Like, what else do you do there? I know there's more, because there's people that go there religiously almost every weekend or once a month, constantly, and they talk about it and they praise it and whatever. And I'm just like, when I ask them, what do you do there? Oh, we just did some baptisms for some ancestors, and we helped some people get married and sealed to each other for all eternity, and that's all I can talk about. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I want to know.
Right, and that's
like,
the thing is, like, if it's not nefarious, what's the need for the secrecy?
right, you know, and it's like, I get it. When you go in there, you're only allowed to wear these, like, white things and whatever, you know, to make yourself pure and holy and whatever. And I'm like, okay, so what's up with that? And then they don't tell me that either. You know, and they're like, well, you have to wait till you get your temple recommend, and so you can go experience it yourself. And I'm like, yeah, but that's never going to happen because I'm always arguing with the bishop over my beliefs versus your beliefs. So obviously that's never going to happen. So since it's never going to happen, just freaking tell me what's going on.
Right.
You know, and I've watched like YouTube videos and I've done research to ex-members, and they're not, even the ex-members don't talk about it. It's just, it's so weird. It's like they don't want to get in trouble for talking about it.
It's like being a member of the Illuminati or some shit.
Yeah, it really is. It's Jehovah's Witness. I hate to say that, is the same way. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody on your channel or, you know, sub or anything, but it's just, you know, it's weird. Like, these religions, I get why some people are atheists and don't believe, or they just don't believe in anything, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's something I struggle with. Religion is, which is weird, because I never did growing up. I went to a Christian school, graduated from a Christian school, all these Christian activities, but now that, like, I've branched out and looked at other religions, I'm just like, dude, now it makes me really ponder sometimes, like, what am I doing? But I don't know. I guess maybe just gotta believe in something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and everyone's welcome to their own beliefs. And like you said, it's like I'd be all for learning about it. I'm not all for being pressured into it. But it's like,
exactly.
It's like if it's not a cult and there's nothing to hide, why are you hiding it?
Right, exactly. Why are you hiding the answers to the questions that I'm asking? Exactly. You know, and why did you believe years ago that you had to have multiple wives and stuff like that? You know, like, what was the meaning behind that? Like, that's an Old Testament thing that God told us to do during after Noah, because obviously we had to repopulate the earth. So obviously, you know, Noah slept with his daughters, and his sons slept with their sisters and aunts and uncles and whatever. Like, I get it, but at the same point, like, once repopulated enough and God said no more, why did you all keep doing it? Like, that's what I want to know. And then all of a sudden now, because, you know, somebody thought it was a bad thing, you guys stopped doing it, which is good. I think that's good that they stopped doing it, but it's like, all right, why did you stop doing it? You know, like, I don't know, just weird questions, I guess, but yeah, anyway.
No, I mean, I get you, dude. I'm right there with you on that. I don't think it's weird questions. I think it's logical questions based on, you know, what information you're given.
Right. You know, I watch all these documentaries on Hulu and Netflix and Discovery Channel and all this, and I'm just like, dude, I have so many questions, but I never get the answers that I'm wanting. So it's like, what is going on here?
It's the senior getting home with the sack.
All right. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do that. Fuck.
Defense looking for back.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got time off feet, stuff like that. I keep forgetting you gotta do that.
Take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
And fourth quarter. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna even get on the board on this game, but that's okay.
I want to try some.
I'm number 7 ranked, which is highly surprising for me.
I've been wanting to try this right here. Wait, what the fuck? They didn't do it.
Making some adjustments now.
God damn it! Hold on. I'm gonna let the time run out and go back 5 yards.
Didn't quite get the
I was wanting to try something, but it's not.
It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.
As soon as I get end this game, I really have to leave because I have to. I suck.
Want to let me.
I'm not even dressed to go out and do anything tonight. I gotta get all that done. Was it not letting you do something?
Yeah, fuck, dude. Alright, it's not gonna let me do it. Whatever.
Crucial third down play coming up. Another delay of game penalty.
Yeah, I was trying to do something, but it's not letting me sub somebody in that I want on this formation. Alright, you know what? Hold on. Let me try this then. I'll just sub
go ahead.
here.
Yeah, for the most part.
I've been wanting to try this. So, this play is crazy. I don't know if it'll actually work or not. But, like, I had a quarterback that,
Do I need to hit resume?
yeah, go ahead. I had a quarterback that I recruited at the same time as the quarterback that's my current starter, right?
Oh.
And he was never going to actually see the field as a quarterback for me. So this off season,
So the ball at midfield, and now the
moved him
offense
to running
facing
back.
a 3rd and long.
And I've been wanting to try this play right here.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Oh my god. Dude, that was the weirdest play. What the hell?
Man, really good job here by the defense.
Here, I was focusing on the other dude you threw it to, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, so because he's fast enough to be a running back, right? But he has the throwing abilities of a quarterback. So I put in a couple plays where you give it to that running back, and then he can either run it or throw it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I just wanted to try it because, like,
yeah, that's weird.
Like, I'm not used to having a running back that used to be a quarterback, you know?
No
Yeah.
kick it away here. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchdown.
But it's like there's a couple different plays in the game that are called double passes, where you'll pass it backwards. So you can, as long as if you pass it forward of your position, that's a forward pass. If you pass it backwards of your position, then it's a lateral pass, which means that the other person is still eligible to make another pass. So as long as the ball goes backwards from your pass, then the other person can still act like a quarterback, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So there's some double pass plays, and then there's a formation called Wildcat, where
Oh, yeah, I've seen that pop up a couple of times.
yeah. So Wildcat is basically they take the quarterback out and they put a running back in at
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end.
God damn it.
And that's interception number 5.
Yeah, 5 interceptions. Shut up, computer.
They get him down after a short return. But
Don't need to tell me I suck, alright? Just stop.
At the 43.
That's okay. Johnny Butts. Nice,
And the
man.
Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead.
That's Wildcat.
That's Wildcat right there.
Oh, God, dude.
And it's incomplete. They
Almost
try
had it, damn it.
again, but that was almost intercepted.
Give me right now.
Yeah, so Reyna is he's a running back now, but he was a quarterback, and it's kind of fun putting him in at Wildcat.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's a wide open.
Come back here.
Complete. Touchdown.
I'll just land on top of your butt. All right, cool.
The lead, this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for the
Like, you hit the ground, my guy just keeps coming at you. Just boom, face first.
Whether it's the quarterback,
All right.
running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Oh. Oh. I like that hurt.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Yeah, it's like I might start playing around with that, like recruiting some of those athlete quarterbacks and then moving them to running back or wide receiver, just to play around with like having a guy at different positions that could throw the ball.
That makes sense.
Just some.
After I catch it to get it to stay, isn't it the... Oh, that's not. That was not what I wanted to do. Which one was the call button again? I forgot.
Triangle.
That's right.
You
Okay.
gotta do it before you catch it.
Okay, that's what I thought. 'Cause I tried to do it earlier, and that's why they got hurdled, I think. I was like, wait a minute.
The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This drive is
I probably should have ran the damn ball.
Interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage
I
by
could do
this
that play.
offensive
I've done
line.
that. So that's
What
what
he needs to
it's
do to get positive yards on first
that
down.
pin pull toss.
Now it's 2nd down here.
I've never been able to get that to work. No, we're not going to do that one.
The senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Yes, Travis. Not sure if this is going to move.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20.
it.
They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Accurate throw, catch.
First down. Oh, take it.
He does get the foot down.
I did not think that was going to work. Oh, he was barely in there.
In college, it only takes 1 foot in. In the NFL, you have to have 2 steps.
Keep this drive alive right here.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Looking to throw
I was like, he didn't even catch it, but
he's got a man down the middle. He'll pick up the first
holy
down.
shit, he did. Come on, looking down like he just fumbled that.
It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the
He did.
fact that
Damn,
he's
okay.
fighting.
He's got hit really fast, so I didn't realize.
Who knows what it could do for you? Maybe get points on the board.
Caught it, and then all of a
Maybe
sudden,
not able
boom.
to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down.
Yeah,
the
come back in the
road
next 3
before
minutes. At
showing
least
what
get
your
7
character's
points.
about, how you're not giving up.
At least say I tried.
First down. Looking to throw the football.
Maybe not now. No, not now. Couldn't do it.
A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the offense
Whoa.
will recover it there. And the Ducks hustle to the
Yeah, I
line
didn't.
to crank
I
up
must have hit the
tempo.
button to do that.
Yeah, so if you hit or hold triangle after a play, you're going into a hurry up where they run back.
Hey.
Pressure just got in the way.
Here's a great
That's right.
example of the
Hey, what are you
defensive
doing?
line not fearing the run
Yeah, I know.
game. They
I gotta take you guys outside here real
situation.
quick.
They
I gotta
throw
get my
the
butt
ball,
going here soon.
pin those ears back, and
Literally
you
gonna
get
have to
the
end this
quarterback.
game, log off,
Here comes play
change
number
clothes, take
6
you guys
on
out,
this
and hit the
drive.
road. I have like an hour to be there, and it's gonna take me a good 45 minutes to get there.
I got you.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw.
Oh, goddamn.
Go, 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 go,
I
go,
thought I
go,
could
go!
get
Oh,
that.
and he's in the clear now. It's
Go!
a foot race.
Woohoo!
Gonna get
Damn,
him.
dude, I thought I had him covered.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Figures the last couple of minutes I finally get one. That's happened to me before playing against you too. I'm like, God damn it! Why couldn't it happen that like most game?
Yeah, like I thought I had him covered, and then it's like he caught it. My guy just fell
Knocks
down.
it
I'm
right
like,
through.
Yeah.
fucking break a tackle right as he catches it. How do you do that?
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
I love your kicker's name, Silvestro. Sounds like a
Oh
decent-
yeah.
Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone.
That's like weird names. And I noticed that when I do recruiting, I'm like, dude, some of these weird names nobody goes after. I'm like, screw it, I'll do it. Just to see if I can get them. I don't even care. I just like the name. I got one of my team, his last name is Smalls. I'm like, you're killing me, Smalls.
Handoff as they try to
His
work
nickname
the
is
clock
Biggie.
here. They'll stop him
Yeah,
behind the
right.
line for a loss of 1.
When these
Nick
obvious run
Benavides.
situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game.
Yeah, the names always
defense
crack
is
me
gonna
up.
Stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out. Do
Waiting
anything
until
they
I see
can
one
at
that
all to get the
recruit
ball
who
back.
says Harry Balls. I'm like, yes, I want that.
Pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's almost
I'm like, at some point it's gonna happen.
for their first interception today.
Darren McQuarters.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity.
Wonder if he knows the McChicken and the
Let's face it,
dollar.
a lot of these defenders, they've got it all.
What? Okay, I know. I'm trying to hurry. Just a minute.
Sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
I can't let you out there by yourself because you're small and you sit through the fence. So, yeah, we're not doing that again.
3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Oh my God, I thought I had it.
Breaks it up. Nice play.
I literally did. Leon Killings. Oh yeah, that was a guy recruited that looks like a chick from far away. It's like the way his hair and his face are shaped. I'm like, okay.
Think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it.
Man, that guy's got some
Defense can
pops.
secure a victory.
He got way up there, don't he?
Leon
Yeah.
Killings, I think he's related to Ron.
Right. He's little Jimmy. Oh.
Make a character
You know
named Jimmy
that
Killings.
it's funny. I guess he did an interview a while back, and he said that he asked Stephanie if they could make a little Jimmy action figure. He goes, "Don't even put anything in the box. Just literally label it little Jimmy and just give them a box." And she
People
goes,
would've
"No,
bought
we
it,
can't
too.
do that." Yeah, and people would have bought it. I would have. And he goes, "Please," and she goes, "No, we can't do that." And he goes, So he asked the audience, he goes, "Will you guys legit buy this?" And they're like, "Oh, hell yeah." And he goes, "Well, think about it. We have a John Cena with literally just an invisible Cena. I mean, like, it's still a mold, but it's still technically an invisible Cena." I was like, "Yeah, exactly. Just give us a box that says Little Jimmy."
Bro, you should make a character whose name is like something Jimmy, and like have him wear like a shirt that says "I'm not Lil" anymore.
So second down after the incompletion.
That'd be cool. I'm Big Jim.
And the quarterback dropping back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
The whole time travel thing, dude, WWE Myraz is hilarious once you get to that. He dresses in like this weird outfit that he makes him look like a Power Ranger. He talks about like the flux capacitor and all this. Like, it is so weird.
Bro, his comedic
First down here, the offense has time.
Yeah, and he's a big part of the island too. Where he goes around and he keeps thinking,
dude,
how dare,
how is your guy's name S. Pike, but spelled like Spike? How do you have a wide receiver whose name is S. Pike?
I have no idea.
Spelled just like your wrestling character's name, Spike.
I was wondering if you were going to notice that. I don't know. I recruited him.
Quarterback drops back.
That's just like I have Hackett, and I'm like, well, that's close enough to my. I mean, I have Pickett, but I'm like, Hackett works too. And what's funny about Hackett is, you know, playing the Hackett's Quarry, and during the horror game I played, the Quarry, the horror. Like, everybody in that game, like the protagonists and the horror people, his last name is Hackett, and I'm like, oh, that actually fits too. So I have literally Spike, and I've got Hackett on the same team. I'm like, all right, what a coincidence.
Right?
What will the call be on third and long?
I got Smalls, I got Ramsey,
Right.
I got Skaggs.
So let me ask you a question. So there's a feature in this game called Team Builder, right?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so you can go on the website and build your own team, load it into the game, and then use it, right? If, let's hypothetically say that one of my leagues in the next game is a team builder only, and I said, hey, Brandon, I want you to create a school of your own. Name it something. I don't care what
Well, you
it
would
is,
definitely
but
have to
make
help
it.
me with that because I wanted to do that, but I honestly don't know how to do the online thing.
Well,
Like,
no,
I
I
don't.
can help you with that part, but here's my question. I don't want it to be like a joke. I don't want it to be like the Candyland buffoons or some shit. Like, I don't want it to be a joke, right? But like semi-realistic, but it can be whatever you want. Like the one I made this last year was the Kinetik State Habit, right?
Yeah.
It at least sounds somewhat realistic, right?
Yeah.
What would you call your team?
Oh, God.
I was thinking it's got to be something like the nickname should be like Thrillers.
Yeah.
Or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Like, it can be whatever the fuck you want. But
Right.
what would you call your school? What would the school name and the team name be?
Oh, fuck. You know what? Since I do have that one faction in TCW that always make the Moonshiners, I'd be the Washington State Moonshiners.
There you go. That would be fucking cool.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Their mascot could be like a drunk guy with a bottle of moonshine. Like, shine it up!
There actually is, I mean, not with a bottle of moonshine, but there actually is
Right.
a mascot that's like a mountaineer, like hillbilly miner.
Yeah, I think there is, yeah. I don't know, man. I would really have to think about that. But yeah, I mean, Thrillers would be cool, because then I could have the mascot kind of be like, they could all be like Michael Jackson wearing like the red fucking jacket with like a white glove or something.
Yeah. Well, you could make the colors like red and white. You could go through and all your players put
Red and white. Yeah, that'd be cool too.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be.
And if you get to name the players, I would literally name them like Billie Jean or like some of his.
I don't know, like naming players, sometimes it lets you, but sometimes it doesn't, so.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny.
But yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, Brandon's fucking creative. I wonder what he would have been for He's like, hey, everybody that's going to be in this league, I need you to make a school.
His kids clearly understood this.
Yeah,
like,
that would be
you
interesting. The
come up
logo
with
creator thing, I would go nuts with.
Yeah, like you come up with the school name, the team nickname, the colors. You pick a stadium that like a real stadium to use. And then,
hey, I don't know if you can chew the clock, but at this point you might as well. We only got like a minute left. And you've already... They're 69-7 at this point. Now you're going to be 70-7.
No, just for this.
You're going to purposely miss?
Yes, I'm not scoring another point.
He's missed the PAT.
So what's your score? 69.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Well, I could also go the whole like spike tonic route and do like the Washington Stoneheads.
Yeah. Outside the goal line.
Or the Stoners. Their mascot could be like an alien smoking some, you know, like that one symbol I have on one of my characters in wrestling. It's literally an alien holding the ball and smoking a joint like, hey.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, that's the thing you can upload. It's not as extensive as like a uploader for like WWE.
Okay, yeah.
Going the other way, can they stop it?
God damn it.
Touchdown.
75-6.
Damn it.
That's okay.
Interception return.
I realized that as I was jumping across, like, damn it, I wanted to stay at 69.
Like at this point, you should just, after you make this and kick it again, if I miss, just quarterback kneel. Wait, how can I do that? I think when I get the ball, don't I just go into the playbook?
So there's two things you have to do.
Okay. Because yeah, I'm getting really close on time.
You're good. Just bring it out.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is hit R3, and under tempo you want to change it to 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, okay.
Alright, now go back out, and then go over to formation, go to special, and then you want to use R1 to go over to QB.
QB, oh okay, see it. I was wondering how you did that.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Special is like for special teams things, so it's the QB kneel.
Yeah, they weren't even letting me push the button.
Yeah, because you didn't have time. But yeah, so it's QB kneel, it's field goal kick, it's punt, it's like those special things.
Okay.
And the quarterback will take a knee.
You have to do it again because you had to start the clock, because with the penalty it stopped the clock.
Yeah, yeah.
They lose yards.
Yep, there it goes.
So second and long from the 16.
Come on, ref, let me get the button. Thank you.
Snap, and he just takes a knee.
I like how your quarterback's name is Skaggs.
Right, that's what I was saying. Skaggs.
Sounds like the
Not going to be easy here.
nasty
Backed
boy
up.
cousin.
Long way to go for a
Yeah,
first down.
Jerry Sags.
Yeah.
And the offense will just take a knee. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really
that kid in there. But, all right, man. Well, GG's. Hey, at least I got points on the board. I'm proud of that.
Dude, I mean, you were... Listen, there were times during the game where you were moving the ball, and I wasn't able to stop you.
And that is going to
Yeah.
So, like, you're getting better at the game. Just, just keep practicing when you have time. You'll get it.
No, I get you. That was a fun game. It was a nice way to kill a good hour before I have to leave, so...
Right, and we got to hang out. But go have fun, be safe driving, man. Don't fucking do anything you're not supposed to, and get home safe.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, take it easy.
All right, man. See you next time.